Saturday morning. Hope everyone is having a great start to their weekend, and hopefully you're enjoying this cooler weather. It is a bit cloudy right now, so you can see these are our live weather cams, taking a look all around the Alamo City, and really everyone is going to be dealing with these cloudy skies, this overcast for the rest of the day. Now I'm just checking to see that everything is working, that everyone can hear me, my audio's okay. Sheila, good morning. Ramon, good morning. Thank you everyone for watching us right now. It is finally here, the cold front that we have been talking about, and it's dropped our temperatures, pretty much just to average for this time of year. So let's look at the temperatures across Texas. Right now, very chilly in Amarillo. They're at 32 degrees right now. And Midland are in the 40s, 44 degrees. Temple, 52. But we're in that green color. So San Antonio, we're in the low 60s. So it's not, it is cool, but it's not that very frigid, cold weather that we have had these past couple of really strong cold fronts that have dropped our temperatures in the low 50s. I mean, that was very, very cold air. This is we're more on the tail end of this front, so we're not getting as strong of a huge temperature drop. But it's still nice out there if you're going to be out and about. We're not looking at any rain, just this cooler weather. And everyone is looking for the most part in the 60s for this, around getting close to that 11 a.m. hour. Bernie, you're at 54 degrees right now, so they're a little bit cooler than us here in the Alamo City. Kerrville is at 58. Fredericksburg at 56, and as we go a little farther south, Pleasanton, you're at 65 degrees, Floresville at 65. So, it's not super cold out there, but the winds are going to be picking up, and we'll look at wind speed in just a moment. But first, I just wanted to check visibility. So we're good as far as fog conditions go. We did have some fog that was pretty stubborn to go away in Pleasanton. Right now it's at 4 miles out visibility. So they're really the only ones to have some concern with visibility right now. Now, as we take a look at our radar, San Antonio did not receive much rain from this. Really all we had was some drizzle, just that very pesky type of rain and very light rain where you just have to have your windshield wipers on if you were up driving around early this morning. That was pretty much it. And of course the fog, we did have some fog early this morning, but that has since diminished because of that cold front. As the wind started to pick up, that's when it really started to push out all of that fog. And also brought in some dry air. So San Antonio, we are not looking at any rain right now, but we do have some pretty breezy conditions. We're at 9 miles per hour in San Antonio. Hondo is already at 13 miles per hour, and these are going to pick up throughout the day. We could see some gusts up to 20 to 25 miles per hour. So if you have plans to be outside, it's not going to be too cold, but it is going to be windy. And if you're going to be outside putting up those decorations, just know if you're going to be out, and that you have all of those decorations pretty tied down pretty well, because it is going to pick up later. Now, we're also looking at a pretty high mold count. So as we take a look at the allergy report, mold is at heavy. It's at 1,600. So if you are sneezing or you have watery eyes, you have these allergy-like symptoms, one reason could be because of the mold. All right, now for the rest of the day, we're not expecting temperatures to be that cold. high of 66 degrees. We could get up to 68 degrees. Of course, this cloud cover is really going to keep us from warming up too much. And it's going to hang around for the rest of the day. We'll see the temperatures go down to the low 60s. So if you're going to be out and about tonight, you might want to take a light jacket, wear long sleeves, because it is going to be cooler by 7 o'clock. But it is good if you're going to be out to enjoy any holiday lights, because, you know, I think it's nice when it's cooler outside and you get to kind of wear that jacket, because it gets you more in the Christmas spirit. I think so. And the cooler weather is going to hang around for the weekend. So that's the good news with this front. It's going to keep us in the 60s for Saturday and Sunday. Winds should start to die down by tomorrow, but for today, expect those breezy conditions. Let's see. Now I want everyone to see just a whiteout view here for the rest of the country. There was that front. It extended all the way up towards the northeast and giving some rain for New York and the Washington area. We're not even looking at any snow right now. Mostly we're just looking at rain, just some light rain, and that's, again, most of that rain is off to the northeast and the eastern coastline. But far south, Texas, Louisiana, we really didn't see much with this front. But what is behind it is the very, very cold temperatures as you go farther north. So if you look at places like Nebraska, they're in the teens right now, 17 degrees in Omaha. They were below 0 this morning in the Dakotas. Right now they're at 0. And Minnesota, you're at 8 degrees right now. Farther up to the Pacific Northwest, they are in the 20s, but Portland is at 38 degrees, so not too cold for them. But we're still in that green color for San Antonio, and far to the southern coastline, we're going to be in the 60s and even in the 70s for New Orleans. So that cold front didn't really generate that very blustery cold air for us down in the south. At least not in San Antonio. But we did see Amarillo was very cold. They were waking up to temperatures in the 20s. Now, as far as what's going to be happening for the next week, we are looking at a warming trend. So here's what's going to be happening as we go into next week. On Sunday and into Monday, we're going to have more of this zonal flow. So it's going to be more parallel. That means we're going to have temperatures continue to warm up all the way into next week. So you can see we have this high pressure, and this is going to start to kind of push in some more moisture. So that means not only our temperature is going to get warmer, but we're going to have the humidity increase as well. And you can see that this red color just along in the Gulf of Mexico, it isn't really going away. And this is all the way through Wednesday. And it's even going to go into Thursday. It's pretty much going to stay in its place. Now, we're also going to be looking at some lift in the atmosphere. So we do have some chances of rain. They're not great chances right now, but for Thursday, we do have a chance of rain. And, that's definitely some good news, because we still need the rain. We're still in a drought. But overall, we're not looking at anything really measurable for next week. Now, as we go into tonight, if you have plans, we're looking at 6:30, temperatures to drop to 63 degrees. So, it's going to be pretty nice out there. It's not frigid cold. And clouds are also going to stay around. You can see the cloud coverage and also some light, again, drizzle, and just that very pesky light rain is going to be hanging around for tomorrow morning. We do have a chance to see some light rain again. And cooler weather, 54 degrees for tomorrow morning. Then Sunday night, 60 degrees. So like I said, I do think it's going to be cooler than it is than it will be, I should say, than it will be today. I think we could see temperatures in the lower 60s for a high temperature on Sunday, and clouds as well are going to hang around for the rest of the day. But really, you can see that this more sprinkle, light rain, and clouds, overcast skies are going to hang around. I mean, when you see the 7-day, you'll see they're going to hang around through next week. If you live closer, south of Bexar County, then you could get lucky and see some sun. So unfortunately, that's the only thing, is that we are going to keep the clouds for the rest of the week. Now, if you're wondering what the average is for December in the Alamo City, we usually sit at a high temperature of 67 to 63 degrees. So staying in the 60s, that's pretty much that mark where we usually have those temperatures at. So actually, when you look at these next 7 days, we are going to be above average for this time of year. I mean, we're going to be at least 10 degrees above average as we go into Monday. So if you don't like the cold, you don't want to wear any sweaters, then you're going to enjoy next week. But if you do really get out for this weekend, for Saturday and Sunday, because it's going to be much cooler than what we're expecting next week, it's going to be cooler, it's going to be, and also a little bit breezy today. That is going to make it is going to make the temperatures feel, colder than what it is. And we have a slight chance of rain tomorrow. If it does rain, I really wouldn't cancel any plans right now, because it's just looking like a 20% chance. If anything, it would just be some light showers that should start to go away by the afternoon. But a warming trend, you can see we're in the 70s already for next week. So 76 is a high temperature for Monday, and 79 on Tuesday. So very, very warm temperatures for this time of year. With just a light breeze as well, but we're going to keep with the clouds too. So I'm putting mostly cloudy skies for the rest of the week. And then there's that next chance of rain, not a great chance, but it is something on Thursday, a 30% chance of rain. And, we will see temperatures slowly drop closer to average for this time of year by Friday. So if you do have plans for this Friday, it's looking like it's going to be very nice out there. Just very nice temperatures as well. And so I'm just going to check to see if anybody on Facebook had any questions. It's great to see everybody. Donovan says, I don't want the cold. Good news, next week we won't have too much cold. It is going to be a little cooler in the morning. So we'll still be waking up to temperatures in the mid 60s, but quickly warming up by the afternoon. Okay. Shirley says, good morning. Good morning, Shirley. Lupus says, good morning from Colorado. Right now it's 23 degrees. Ugh, that is very, very cold weather. I wouldn't even know what to do, because I'm a born and raised San Antonian, do not experience temperatures in the 20s. I mean, you got to prepare, I guess, get the right jackets and everything. But if nobody, I'm just checking one more time. Anybody has any more questions? Olga says, on December 17th, what's the weather? That's way too far out to get anything accurate, unfortunately. Usually the next 7 days, that's why we have these 7 days out there. That's really a good way to kind of like forecast, is just by giving those 7 days, because after the 7 days, it can get really tricky to forecast, because even timing and placement of fronts that bring rain or temperatures, it can be, again, just really, really tricky to get those details really fine-tuned. But like I said, Olga, I mean, the average is, in the mid 60s for December. So hopefully we stay that way, and it's very nice weather. All right. Any more questions? I will leave the 7-day up so everyone can see kind of what to expect. I love that these lights are here too. Ryan Shoptaw did this. He put these lights here, and I love it because the background is also the river. If anyone can notice, it's like kind of that river walk setting. So it reminds me too of the lights on the river, which are so nice right now, this time of year. But, and really anywhere, the Pearl, I know they already have their lights set up. I don't know if the river actually already has their lights. I know the Christmas tree is already lit at Travis Park, but there's so much to do in San Antonio to see lights. All right, like I said, I will leave this up so you can see the temperatures. And Jeremy is going to be filling in for Ryan today, so he will be doing the evening shows. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. Ryan will be here tomorrow morning, so he will be back Sunday. But hopefully you have a great rest of your Saturday. Enjoy this weather, nice cool weather. And again, yeah, just enjoy the rest of your weekend. Stay safe. Have a great rest of your day.